Hey guys, what is up? It is Connor, and today we're going to do a little tutorial on Cinema 4D. Pretty basic tutorial, but since this is the Runescape channel, the Runescape Society, the Rune Society, whatever you want to call it, it's mostly the Rune Society since that is its name. But it's going to be a simple tutorial today, just the Christmas cracker of Runescape and the party hat. Just because when people start doing modeling and all that, or just intros or whatever they want in Cinema 4D, just starting out for RuneScape, they probably want these two items since they're pretty popular. So just to start out, I made this a while ago. It was right after I got the program. So make a tube and pull it out almost all the way. You kind of want to get some definition in there, and you want to make the rotation segments over here. Make that 100. Actually, I'm gonna make it 150. You guys can make it 100. 150 is fine, just to get more of a round shape that you see here. Next thing we're going to do is make it taller, just about this tall, and we're going to bring it up above the bottom floor, which we're actually going to make a floor just so we can see the reference image or reference point of where the floor actually is. So bring it up above the floor. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to make a cube and make all the sides, I think it's 100 by 100. And then you don't really have to make the last 100 because we'll make it this big, this long. It doesn't really matter how long you make it, as long as you make it bigger than the party hat itself. Which, but this size should be fine. Now what you want to do is drag it up so half of it is in the party hat and half of it isn't. We're going to replace it just so right now you can see some stuff that will be going on. Next thing you want to do is click on this button here. Click on the editable button and rotate it 45 degrees. 45. Actually, sorry. You want to rotate the actual thing 45. So click on the triangle with the X and Y and rotate it 45. And now you want to click on the one without the object and rotate it back 45. So it's 0. This will make it just easier once we start rotating the cube itself to make the spikes on it. Next thing you want to do is copy your cube and pull it over 25. Now you want to copy both of your cubes and you want to go 50. And I think we can do it 2 more times, so just copy it over again and go 50 one more time. Actually, we can fit one more spike in there, so just copy it one more time. Sorry about the badness of figuring out how many spikes there's going to be. The next thing you want to do is you want to highlight all of your cubes, right click and group objects, and you're going to make this, we're going to call this like square spikes, and rename the tube like fat hat. Alright, next thing you want to do is you want to go over to where the array tool is. You want to click on a bool. You want to drag all of your square spikes into here and then drag the P hat into there. Let me see. I got to figure out these settings really quick for you. 1 second. It is uncheck high quality. Uncheck high quality. And you want to put the spikes on top of it. Let me see why it's doing this. See, it's not there. P hat on top. P hat. So 1 second. Okay, you need to make it A subtract B, and then you need to uncheck high quality. If you check high quality, it'll pretty much just like take away the party hat, which is stupid of it. But I don't know why it does that. Let me unplug that because it's making a weird noise. Now, pretty much we're done with this, but to make it smoother and all that, you want to drag the spikes up until you get almost a point. It doesn't really matter that if you get a point or not, just as long as you get a point on some of them. This is pretty much the party hat right here. I'm just going to make a quick texture and you guys can follow along. New material. You want to go to specular and you want to turn that down. You want to go to reflection and you want to turn the blurriness to about like 40 or something. And you want to go to like 23. We're going to make this a blue party hat. Actually, let's make it a red party hat. So make it like a deep red. Next thing you want to do is noise, not gradient. You want to make it a noise, and then make this a deep red, and you want to make this one a light red. And you want to mess around with these. You can pick whichever one you really like, but just as long as there's some definition in the color. So something like this. I'm just gonna copy it and make it clear, make it close to dark, and I'm gonna put this on the floor. Now, just to make a simple lighting area, you want to make a light, pull it to the right and back, and you want to copy it and pull it to the left. One quick note: the texture that you put on the party hat, you also want to put on these spikes, so when it cuts it out, it doesn't make it all gray and stuff. I'm gonna add ambient occlusion, not global illumination, because it's just stupid to render with that. And for the light, you want to make the shadow soft, just so it gives you a shadow behind it, because usually it doesn't give you one of those. And you want to put a light in the middle, just because it was getting too dark in there. So that's pretty much the party hat. But I'm going to keep this rolling, and we are going to make a Christmas cracker. So to make the Christmas cracker, we want to change this texture to a light white, and make the second color like a gray or something like that. Okay. Now we want to pretty much, I'm going to group all of my environment stuff and call it Envo. Envo for environment. I just spelled it weird and put it like that. So the bull, we're going to rotate it 90 degrees. And we're going to drag it up. So this is the party hat. And pull it over to the right. We're going to copy it again. We're going to rotate it 90 or 180 degrees. And we're going to pull it to the left. You might be able to see where this is going, but you might also not be able to see where this is going. Next thing we're going to do is grab a circle. And on the P or H, let me check what it is. It is the H. You want to make it 90. Now press on this little button here to go into your 4 views, and you want to go to the right view or the front or the right view, whichever one has a circle on it, and you pretty much just want to line this up with it as best you can, because this is what is going to connect to the party hat. We'll make it like 199, see if that works. Yeah, that should work fine. You want to pull it all the way over to where the party hat is. Let me see, is that lining up? It is lining up. And you want to copy the circle, and you want to pull it down, and you want to make the radius a lot smaller. And you want to grab a Loft-NURBS, copy both of the circles and put it in there. And you also want to throw the texture on there. Now, if yours isn't lining up perfectly like mine isn't, you want to resize it and get it just on the edge of the party hat, and just get it to your liking. That's pretty much what we're doing today. The next thing you want to do is copy your Loft-NURBS, rotate it 180. We're going to put it on the other side. 180. Drag it up. Go into your 4-side view again. And you want to center it. And then you want to pull it over onto the party hat. Now, the last thing we're going to do for this, or it's not really the last thing, we got 2 more steps, is you're going to make a capsule. You're going to make it kind of thick. Now you're going to rotate it 90. You want to pull it up. And you want to make it longer, so like both of these ends touch. 4-side, just to line it up perfectly. So you can see which way you need to go. I need to go a little bit left there. You want to throw the texture onto this. And with the capsule, just up the rotation segments and all that. Just so it's more circular and stuff. Yeah, circular. So the last thing that the thing has on it is these 2 little stripes. I'm not sure if I'm correct. That's the last thing. I will check once I get it done. And you want to pretty much make a tube again, rotate it 90, pull it pretty much out. You want to make it kind of thick, and make the rotation segments like 100 to 150 or something like that. You want to pull it up to the center in your four-sided view again. Here. Middle of the capsule. So we have to figure out where the middle of the capsule is here, which it should be right there. So, okay, now I fix that. So you want to pull the middle of your tube into the middle of everything. Now you want to resize it so it's just bigger than the Christmas cracker itself, and you can make it like thicker. And pretty much what it is you put one over here, and you put one on the other side over here. You copy your white texture, and you pretty much just make it yellow. So just two variations of yellow should be fine to make it look good without having just a solid color. I hate solid colors on things. So I'm going to look it up really quick here. Put Google. On Google Images. This is pretty much what I do when I do modeling. I will I'll look it up on Google Images once I finish it. Yep, that is it. So right now we have the Christmas cracker. It's looking pretty sweet. We have the party hats on the side, which is pretty much what those are on it. So yeah, guys, this has been a 12-minute tutorial on both of these, but I hope you take the skills and the knowledge and just the modeling techniques, even though they're simple, even though the items were kind of bland. Watch another tutorial I have, which I hope Matt puts the link here, and a link to my channel. The DDS tutorial, how to make the DDS, is actually on Yeousch GFX. This is the Yeousch RuneScape channel. So, thanks guys. Subscribe to TRS, subscribe to me, and comment on feedback, and post your video responses of what you're doing with these. I honestly am really curious of what people do with these. So yeah, thanks guys. Bye.